Thank you all very much. This is one of those days in your career that you live for. When I joined the legislature 12 and a half years ago, my first piece of legislation has been my most memorable piece of legislation, the transfer of college credits. It's named after me. It's the Lampitt Law. I tell everybody my mother-in-law is really thrilled that a law is named after her. She's not getting this one. No, she's not getting this one. But I am really thrilled to be here. Thank you to the governor for your guidance and your support, your leadership over these last 100 days, for making things possible. To Liddy Ledbetter, when I spoke to Liddy Ledbetter on the telephone, I made her a promise. I hope you remember, Lily. I told her that New Jersey will make a difference. New Jersey will set the new standard. New Jersey will be the place where women and families want to come to. With the extending the years to 6-year look back, we've arrived, and I made my promise. I have fulfilled my promise to you, Lily. To Senator Weinberg, she and I together have worked on many pieces of legislation. There's not one that's not hard. There's not one that's not easy. There's not one that we have not talked to each other in the late evening, on the weekends, text messages. It's a continual sort of process of communication and partnership. And I truly believe that I have a partner with Loretta, and we're going to continue to do more great things together. And thank you for your guidance and your leadership on this as well. Can't do it all. We do it with the support of the Senate President. We do it with the support of the Lieutenant Governor. And I certainly do it with the support of our new great speaker, Craig Coughlin. Thank you. I would be remiss because rows are filled right here with my Assembly colleagues who really stood up that day and spoke so proudly about this piece of legislation. Could my colleagues stand up? I can't name each and every one of you, but could my colleagues stand up? Because you really, truly do need to be acknowledged. Thank you. Diane, that day I asked every single woman across both aisles to stand up with me, because you can never do these things alone. It was a proud moment. It was a memorable moment. It was a moment I wanted to share with every female in that chamber. And every woman, you should know, every woman across both aisles stood up and voted for the Diane Allen Equal Pay Act. Coming sort of late in the process, I'm duplicating a lot of things, and I apologize, but I really feel very heartfelt about this particular issue. And maybe one day I'll rise in the ranks and I'll get up to the top and be able to be the first to say something, right? Just watch out. But I too want to thank the advocates. I see Dina there with her daughter resting on her shoulder. It really truly is about the advocates, and it's about, oh, she's embarrassed now. Sorry, hon. Here, I'll help you. My daughter's right here too. And I'm really happy that my daughter Eileen is here to witness this, as she was the day that we voted for this on the floor of the chamber. But really, the advocates really make a difference, and your work is truly meaningful to the part of this particular process, and I couldn't have done it without each and every one of you, so thank you. The other day, I'm not so sure whether or not you watched it as well, but on 60 Minutes, there was a piece about equal pay. It was the company called Salesforce. And I have to tell you, when we were doing this piece of legislation, there were many businesses saying, you're gonna bankrupt us. You keep on doing these not-so-friendly business initiatives, and you're gonna throw businesses away. They're gonna go to Pennsylvania, they're gonna go to New York. Come on, Salesforce, bring it on. Because Salesforce, on their own initiative, looked at across the board whether or not they were paying men and women equally. And to his surprise, to the CEO's surprise, they were not. And what did he do? He raised each person's salary to the level of equal. It cost him $3 million to do so, but he did the right thing. He is setting the stage of what businesses should be doing, and we would embrace him to come to New Jersey anytime. He continues to buy businesses, and as he continues to buy businesses, guess what he is doing? The first initiative is he's looking at the pay of each one of his salaried members, each one of his wage members, and he is raising them to be equal of that of their peer in their business as well. So we welcome any business that wants to set the standard just like Salesforce has done. My only regret for today is that people that are special to you, that have been your leader, your mentor, are not here. My mother was that woman, and she was a working woman, and she had to work for her family, just like my grandmother did, and my grandmother on the other side. So when I look at working women, I was brought up knowing the fact that I was going to be a working woman as well. I regret the fact that they could not be here, but they're here in my heart, they're here in my daughter's heart, and having my daughter here is just one of those sort of moments that you embrace and you want to savor. So thank you for allowing me to do so, and God bless New Jersey, and watch out, because we're going to keep on going and change is going to happen. Thank you.